Good evening and welcome to MTV's news update for June 25th, 2026. I'm Shamar Allen and here's what's making the headlines tonight. Building Expo opens with spotlight on Guyana's 60-year transformation. Essequibo coast recovers after freak storm. Residents praise swift government response. Vaping among young people could face regulation as cardiologist warns of health risks. And in sport, Maroon Warriors keep semi-final hopes alive at ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Relief efforts are ongoing in Region 2 as the government continues to support families affected by heavy winds and rainfall. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Mananlal Ramraj, says recovery efforts will continue across the region as affected residents receive assistance. Dinley Raphael opens tonight's newscast.
The government continued to mobilize relief and recovery effort following yesterday's high wind and heavy rainfall, which affected several communities across Region 2. Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Madanlal Ramraj, along with regional officials from Region 2, has been on the ground coordinating resources and immediate intervention to support affected residents and advance recovery effort in impacted communities. An interagency team was established by President Dr. Irfan Ali during his visit to the region yesterday to lead the relief efforts. According to Minister Ramraj, the team will continue to monitor the situation and coordinate the government's response as work progresses across the region. As government support continues, residents along the Essequibo coast are commending the administration for its swift intervention.
My name is Jenny Bacchus, and thanks to the Minister and the President and the whole co-worker, thanks very much to render assistance.
I live at La Bella Lines and I have a bad damage with the Zingzem, and I'm thankful that the President come and he quickly with us to assist us in whatever little he can help. No? I know how everybody feel at this moment because not me alone, everybody.
Are you satisfied with the meeting?
Yes. I'm thankful whatever little he help us with. No? We're thankful for that.
Everything the President did make an immediate response to the residents of La Bella Land. I'm very thankful for whatever you have up now.
One that we would have gotten in Region 2 from the President and his party, we are really grateful because most persons are traumatized about the situation. We have never seen such an ordeal in Essequibo today. I was on the road and it wasn't a nice sight seeing zinc blowing here, there and everywhere, but thank God nobody would have been seriously injured so far, and we are grateful for all this.
A release from the Ministry of Public Works said affected families received zinc sheet to help restore homes whose roof were torn off, along with other building material and food items. The ministry said the hands-on response will continue across Region 2 as team work to bring relief to affected communities. Several government buildings that were also reportedly damaged during the storm are also being repaired and restored. Reporting for MTV News Update, I am Dinley Raphael.
Thanks, Dinley. We tell you now that Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, has responded to President Dr. Irfan Ali's message of solidarity following the two earthquakes that struck Caracas. Rodriguez expressed appreciation to President Ali for his support and willingness to assist the Venezuelan people during the difficult period. She said the message from Guyana reflected solidarity, respect, and neighborliness towards Venezuela. Her response came after President Ali said Guyana was deeply saddened by the scale of disruption caused by the back-to-back earthquakes, which reportedly claimed over 100 lives and injured hundreds. President Ali said Guyana stands in solidarity with the people of Venezuela and is ready to offer assistance within its capacity. He also extended love, prayers, and sympathy to the families affected by the disaster and to the wider Venezuelan population. The exchange comes as Venezuelan authorities continue emergency response and relief efforts following the earthquakes. Rodriguez has since declared a state of emergency as the country responds to the disruption and loss caused by the disaster. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal Senior Counsel says concerns affecting condominium financing and ownership in Guyana have been addressed following a high-level meeting with bankers, registry officials, and representatives of the housing sector. The discussion centered on the Condominium Act, which was passed in 2022 to modernize the legal framework for condominium ownership in the country. Here are the details. Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal Senior Counsel said the government has moved to clear up concerns affecting the financing, registration, and sale of condominium units in Guyana. He explained that before 2022, Guyana did not have proper legislation in place to allow persons to own condominiums in a modern way, similar to systems used in North America and parts of the Eastern Caribbean. Nandlal said the old Condominium Act was outdated and from the colonial era, prompting the government to repeal it and establish a more modern legal framework.
That prior to 2022, we did not have a proper legislation in place that allows persons to own condominiums in the way that the persons can own condominiums in North America in particular, and even in the Eastern Caribbean territories. We had a very outmoded and outdated Condominium Act, which was really for the colonial era. We repealed that and we established a modern condominium legislation.
The Attorney General said this new law allows for the establishment of condominium schemes, the sale of individual units, and the issuing of titles from a master title. He also noted that developers can access financing to build condominium schemes, while potential buyers can borrow money from commercial banks and use the condominium unit as collateral. However, Nandlal acknowledged that because the legislation is new to Guyana, there were some difficulties in implementing and operationalizing it.
The banks have no problem in financing both the developer to develop a condominium scheme, and the banks have no problem in financing the potential purchase of a unit. The banks are prepared to do so. The registry has no problem in executing the relevant transaction. For example, registering the condominium and registering mortgages against either the condominium scheme, the plot of land even before it becomes a condominium scheme, or the condominium unit.
Nandlal said there is nothing in the law preventing developers, bankers, or buyers from moving forward with condominium projects or purchases. He added that a manual is being prepared to guide stakeholders on the legislation, while registry staff will receive additional training. The consultant who drafted the law has been instructed to continue meeting with stakeholders individually to help remove any remaining uncertainty. Still to come, vaping among young people could face regulation as cardiologists warns of health risks. Stay with us.
Bison's Windows and Doors, where your style meets our innovation, offering the best prices for windows, doors, shower enclosures, and more. In high-quality aluminum and UPVC frames, reflective, tinted, and a wide range of glass types to choose from. We cater for domestic, commercial, and industrial building projects. When looking for windows, doors, and other glass products, Bison's is your #1 choice. Visit us at Echoes just off the Heroes Highway or call us on telephone number 622-4197 or 503-9364 to place your order.
For centuries, the world searched for the mythical city of El Dorado. Today, Guyana reclaims the narrative. Introducing the first ever Independence Commemorative Medallion. celebrating our 60th Diamond Jubilee. Crafted from 1 trounce of .999 fine gold, 100% Guyanese. Refined and minted right here at home. This is Eldorado Reimagined. From legend to luxury. Own a piece of Guyana's history for $1.3 million. A legacy casted in gold. Visit guyanagold.ggb.gov.gy.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026, and you're a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed, and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. You can object to anyone whom you believe does not qualify for inclusion in the OLE. To do so, you must be listed in the same divisional list as the person you are objecting to. You must visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to make an objection. The objections aspect of this exercise will end on Friday, July 17, 2026. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
Getting your business certified is now easier with a new online portal, helping local businesses connect directly with contractors in the oil and gas industry. From food vendors and truck owners to welders, cleaners, and suppliers, the oil and gas sector is opening doors for small businesses to grow, hire, and build stronger communities. If you own a small business, get certified with the local content secretariat. Since oil production started offshore, oil and gas companies have been investing in the long-term development of Guyana. For more information, visit lcregister.petroleum.gov.gy.
Citizens, please be reminded that the Ministry of Housing and Water does not sell land or housing units through any third-party arrangements or accept payments through any mobile money platforms. All our allocations are done at our Brickdam Georgetown main office, any of our regional offices, or at any scheduled Dream Realized event. A message from the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority.
Everything is connected, our planet, our water sources, including the water we drink. Sometimes harmful bacteria end up in our streams and canals. Although treated, the risks are high. You can prevent this pollution and contamination by maintaining your septic tank and grease traps. Call the experts at Puran Brothers Disposal Incorporated on 264-1239 or 603-5050. Keeping it clean is what we do best.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. A lot in store for persons attending this year's International Building Expo, which opens today at the National Stadium Providence. Minister of Housing Colin Crowell is encouraging citizens to attend, noting that the event will showcase Guyana's transformation and the opportunities available in the housing and construction sectors. More details in this report.
The highly anticipated International Building Expo opened today at the National Stadium Providence. The International Building Expo 2026 will run from June 25 to 28 and is expected to bring together more than 350 exhibitors from across the housing, construction, technology, and infrastructure sectors. This year's expo is being held under the theme Guyana at 60, Building Strong Foundation for a Sustainable Future. According to Minister of Housing Colin Crowell, the theme will be reflected throughout the event, with exhibitors showcasing the advancement being made in housing, construction, technology, and infrastructure. Minister Crowell noted that the centerpiece of the expo will reflect Guyana's evolution since gaining independence.
So our theme is surrounded with the independence anniversary, So as you enter, you have that feeling of what it feels like as a country proud to be celebrating the transformation, that like the whole country, but more particularly here we're talking about housing, the transformation that is taking place from where we've started and how we have evolved in some of the things we've been doing. And that is replicated here even in the Ministry of Housing booth. And as you quite rightly identified, one of the signature you have behind me is one of the houses that we've been building. But even when you come here, you'll see some of the things that we are doing at Ministry of Housing in terms of now with the introduction of single window, etc.
He further noted that the Expo will highlight the broader development taking place across the country, particularly as Guyana continues to experience rapid transformation in several sectors. Minister Kroll is encouraging members of the public to attend and learn more about the country's ongoing development, as well as the opportunities available through the housing and construction industries.
There's something for everyone. Let me repeat, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a potential homeowner, whether you're thinking about constructing, whether you have your land and you want to build, whether you're a contractor, it doesn't matter. You have someone, once you're interested in construction, there is something for everyone here.
The minister also reminded that the Expo will provide opportunities for networking, access to housing-related services, and information on several government services. Reporting for MTV News Update, I am Dinley Raphael.
Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips this morning received the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, upon his arrival at the Chedijagan International Airport. Prime Minister Holness is undertaking an official visit to Guyana from June 25th to 26, 2026, during which he is expected to engage President Dr. Irfaan Ali and other members of the government. The Jamaican PM is accompanied by a high-level delegation, which includes Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, and Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Oblin Hill. The visit is expected to further strengthen the long-standing relations between Guyana and Jamaica, with discussions focused on advancing bilateral cooperation in key areas including agriculture and energy, as well as matters of regional importance. Prime Minister Holness is also scheduled to attend the opening of the International Building Expo 2026, which commences today. Leading cardiologist Dr. Mahendra Karpan is warning that vaping is becoming a growing health concern in Guyana, particularly among young people. Dr. Karpan said vaping is becoming more prevalent locally and could eventually require legislation to regulate or restrict its use and importation. More in this report. Leading cardiologist Dr. Mahendra Karpan said while some people may be moving away from traditional tobacco smoking, that shift is being offset by an increase in vaping. He described the trend as worrying, especially among young people, noting that the chemicals contained in vapes are not harmless. According to the cardiologist, those substances can affect the cardiovascular system by narrowing blood vessels, increasing blood pressure, damaging the lining of blood vessels, prompting clot formation and increasing heart rate.
Now we're seeing that significant increase in the number of persons vaping. I believe there might be a small movement away from tobacco smoking, but that is unfortunately offset by increase in vaping. And that's a particularly dangerous and worrying thing for our young people, because as we know, the effects are not good.
Dr. Karpan said vaping should not be viewed as harmless or inactive, warning that its impact could increase the risk of serious conditions such as heart attack, hypertension, and stroke. He said while it is not yet known how much vaping is contributing to younger persons presenting at hospital with serious heart attacks and strokes, the issue must be recognized early.
Vaping oftentimes, it's not inactive. It's not an inert thing that is used. The chemicals that are contained in the vape actually are very active substances. They can cause constriction of the blood vessels. They can lead to hypertension. They can cause damage to the inside of blood vessels, promoting clots. They can increase heart rate. So the risk for heart attack, hypertension, stroke, all of those things are real.
Asked whether vaping is currently controlled by legislation, Dr. Carpenter said it is not under a proper controlled program. He pointed to the availability of vaping products, including in malls, where persons can access them through kiosks. The cardiologist said Guyana may, in the near future, have to consider legislation to regulate or restrict the use, importation, and prevalence of vaping products. Coming up in international news, U.S. Supreme Court sides with Trump in asylum processing case. Stay with us.
2026 can be the year you invest in your future. It does not need to be overwhelming. It starts by choosing what matters most to you and taking that first step.
This year, invest in your time. Skip the line and bank online with the GBTI Go Banking app.
Or invest in yourself. A personal loan can help you start a course, launch a project, or create a new opportunity for success.
You may want something more diversified. Our mutual funds grants you the opportunity to invest from different sectors with professional guidance, all under one roof.
And you can invest in the next generation. Early savers help set children up with healthy financial habits from the start.
It might be the right time to invest in your own home. With Home Start Advantage, we make that step easy.
An auto loan can change your year. Investing in transportation will help you move further in your work, business, and daily life.
With any GBTI card, you can invest in your lifestyle, traveling, shopping, from date nights to your next flight. It's an investment in your wallet.
So whatever investing looks like for you in 2026, GBTI has a path to match your goals, and we're here to guide you through every step of the way.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
You enjoy playing Play 4. Now ask for the Multi-X option on Play 4 and multiply your winnings by up to 5 times with drawings Monday to Saturday. Your Multi-X bet amount is equal to your bet type made on Play 4. Bets start at $100 with 9 bet types. Play now at your nearest lottery agent. See Preston posters for more details. Remember, a ticket a day can make you rich today. Must be 18 years and older to play.
It happens. Your septic tank is full. All the waste from your toilet goes into your septic tank through the sewage line. When your tank is full, the 2 most common indicators are an overflowing tank and an overflowing toilet. It is recommended that Sevon's Waste Management empty your septic tank every 2 to 3 years to avoid any embarrassment. And before you can say, shh, it's gone. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
Squatting is illegal and poses serious health and safety risks to individuals and communities. The Ministry of Housing and Water continues to provide affordable housing solutions and urges all to follow the proper channels to acquire land and avoid illegal occupancy. If you or someone you know is squatting, contact the Community Development Department for assistance on 227-4164 or 227-4168 or visit chpa.gov.gy to submit an online inquiry using the Contact Us tab. Let's work together to build safe communities. A message from the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority.
The Hydromet Service Ministry of Agriculture is reminding owners of wells across the country that it is a legislative requirement to have their wells registered with the service, be it for domestic or commercial use. Getting your well registered is just a few clicks away. Visit the Hydromet website at hydromet.gov.gy and click on the well registration tab. Fill out the registration form there and then click the send button. It's that simple. Be reminded that before undertaking the establishment of a new well, a license to do so must first be sought from the Hydromet Department as well as the Environmental Protection Agency. The process for so doing is explained on the department's website. Click on the link for well registration and follow the directions. A message from the Hydromet Service, Ministry of Agriculture.
At the Gift Center, we're more than great gifts. Find a fine selection of beautifully crafted crystal pieces or perfect barware for your socials. Get wall art and decor that's guaranteed to transform your favorite spaces. Entertain in style with elegant dinnerware and serving sets. Ladies, accessorize your attire with fashionable yet functional handbags. With our commitment to quality, we are the preferred place to shop. The Gift Center, located at 46 Hatfield Street, opposite the White Castle Fish Shop.
You're tuned to MTV's News Update. The Tourism and Hospitality Association of Guyana, TAG, is expanding its SWIFT program to give more young people first-hand experience in the tourism and hospitality industry. TAG President Mitra Ramkumar says the initiative is aimed at helping to build a strong pipeline of skilled workers for Guyana's growing tourism sector.
The Tourism and Hospitality Association of Guyana is moving to expand its Student Work and Internship for Tourism SWIFT program as part of effort to expose more young people to career opportunities in the country's rapid growing tourism and hospitality sector. The program is designed to give high school students first-hand work experience in the industry while helping them to better understand the role tourism plays in Guyana's development. In an exclusive interview with this newscast, TAG President Mitra Ramkumar said the expansion of SWIFT is intended to help bridge the gap between education and industry. He noted that the program allows students to explore tourism and hospitality as viable career path while gaining practical exposure to the sector. Ramkumar said the expansion is also a response to the growing need for a workforce that is informed, passionate, and ready to contribute to Guyana's evolving tourism landscape.
And so we are able to have high school students come and work in the sector and get an understanding. I believe a lot of times people misinterpret or are being misinformed about what the tourism industry is all about. And it's not just about maybe working at the front desk or being a hotel manager. There's a whole host of opportunities that exist in tourism businesses, from accounting, to food and beverage, to housekeeping. There are so many opportunities, and it is a labor-intensive industry, so it requires a lot of human resources.
Ramkumar also disclosed that the goal is to establish SWIFT as a long-term program that continually cultivates young talent and foster greater interest in tourism and hospitality. He said the initiative is expected to help create a well-prepared and passionate workforce capable of supporting the sector's continued growth.
To be able to get persons early to get in tune with the tourism industry, what it does, what it's all about, it builds national pride and patriotism. And so, when they come out and they work and they see, they experience, they meet people, most of the students, I would say, that come into this program, if not all, are staying and working in. As a matter of fact, by the time they finish school, they already have a job. One such intern is one that is working at Scotty's right now, Scotty's Smokehouse. So, and there are a number of others that have joined the program and has already secured employment.
In addition, Ramkumar encouraged students to become part of the SWIFT program, noting that it gives them an opportunity to gain practical skill and a deeper appreciation of the value of tourism to Guyana. He said as the country continued to position itself as a growing tourism destination, programs like SWIFT will be critical in preparing young people to take advantage of future opportunities in the sector. Reporting for MTV News Update, I am Dinley Raphael.
We now turn our attention to international news. The U.S. Supreme Court handed President Donald Trump a victory on Thursday by backing the federal government's authority to turn away asylum seekers when officials deem U.S.-Mexico border crossings too overburdened to handle additional claims. According to Reuters, the court in a 6-3 ruling powered by its conservative justices, overturned a lower court's finding that the policy violated federal law. The Republican president's administration has said it may seek to revive the policy known as metering after it was dropped by Trump's Democratic president, Joe Biden. The ruling was one of two in immigrant-related cases issued by the court on Thursday, backing Trump. The metering policy allowed U.S. immigration officials to stop asylum seekers at the border and indefinitely decline to process their claims. It is separate from a sweeping policy to deny entry to asylum seekers at the border that Trump announced after returning to presidency last year. That policy also faces an ongoing legal challenge. Under U.S. law, a migrant who arrives in the United States may apply for asylum and must be inspected by a federal immigration official. Here is tonight's Star Technology Wrap. We now take a look at what the people say. Up next, it's MTV's and BSOON's Windows and Doors Sports Update.
Master Vishnu is a trusted astrologer in Georgetown, Guyana with 25 years of experience and 7,000 plus happy clients. He has received astrology knowledge from his ancestors, passed down through generations in his family. He specializes in horoscope reading, psychic reading, palm reading, face reading, and accurate numerology predictions. Get expert solutions for love problems, marriage issues, husband-wife conflicts, job, and business concerns. Call +592 632 9943 today to book your appointment.
Want to become a millionaire but don't know how? We've got the answer! Buy any Daily Million today for only $100 at any of our lottery agents or stores countrywide and get a chance to become a millionaire! Pick 5 numbers from 1 to 26 or ask for a quick pick and you're on your way. Play now. Must be 18 years and above. Remember, a tick today could make you rich today.
GCOM will be conducting a claims and objections exercise commencing July 1, 2026 to produce an official list of electors, OLE. GCOM has posted the preliminary list of electors, PLE, in all registration divisions across Guyana for you to check whether you are listed and if so, whether your particulars are accurate. If you will be 18 years or older by June 30, 2026 and you are a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent or naturalization, or a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more, you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE. If you are eligible for inclusion in the OLE, you are required to apply for registration if your name is not in the PLE, apply for a transfer if you have changed your address since you were registered, apply for a name change if you have changed your name, or apply for a correction if your registration particulars are incorrect. Any person whose information on the PLE is incorrect can apply for such information to be changed or corrected. Any person applying for a change or correction to his or her particulars must provide the relevant original source document, birth certificate and deed poll for a name change by deed poll, birth certificate and marriage certificate for a name change by marriage, divorce absolute in the case of a woman who is desirous of reverting to her maiden name from her married name, birth certificate, adoption certificate, naturalization certificate for correction of minor clerical errors. Visit the GCOM registration office responsible for your area of residence to conduct any of the above transactions. The claims aspect of this exercise will end on Tuesday, July 14, 2026. For more information, contact the GCOM on 225-0278-9 or visit www.gcom.org.ui.
Looking for a way to enhance your showers? Beeson has you covered. Get durable, high-quality frameless shower doors. Available in a variety of colors, style, and designs. Purchase any frameless sliding door and get free delivery and installation in Georgetown and surrounding areas. We also offer after-sale services, replacement of parts, free estimates, and professional advice. So why pay more to import when you can get impeccable quality locally? So visit Beeson Windows and Doors today on Heroes Highway. Made with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
Has there been a change in your income, contact information, marital status, or address since applying to the Ministry of Housing and Water Central Housing and Planning Authority? Then you are required to do an update. Avoid the long lines and crowds. Visit our website at chpa.gov.gy. Click on the Application Update tab and make the necessary update. Utilize our online services. A message from the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Fibertech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing, and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes, and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
Looking for a way to enhance your showers? Beeson has you covered. Get durable, high-quality frameless shower doors. Available in a variety of colors, style, and designs. Purchase any frameless sliding door and get free delivery and installation in Georgetown and surrounding areas. We also offer after-sale services, replacement of parts, free estimates, and professional advice. So why pay more to import when you can get impeccable quality locally? So visit Beeson Windows and Doors today on Heroes Highway. Made with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
Bison's Windows and Doors, where your style meet our innovation, offering the best prices for windows, doors, shower enclosures, and more. In high-quality aluminum and UPVC frames, reflective, tinted, and a wide range of glass types to choose from. We cater for domestic, commercial, and industrial building projects. When looking for windows, doors, and other glass products, Bison's is your #1 choice. Visit us at Echoes just off the Heroes Highway or call us on telephone number 622-4197 or 503-9364 to place your order.
West Indies captain Hayley Matthews believes her side is well placed to reach the semi-finals of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup. The Caribbean side suffered their first loss of the tournament when they fell to a 38-run defeat to host England at Lord's on Wednesday and now find themselves needing a victory against Ireland in their final group match to make sure they earn a place in the knockout stages.
During Wednesday's post-match interview, West Indies captain Hayley Matthews, while disappointed with the result, said she is happy with this predicament, given that the West Indies are not reliant on any other result in determining their fate and must just focus on knocking off Ireland in Bristol on Saturday to progress.
All in our hands, and I think the fact that it is all in our hands puts us in a wonderful position. I think coming into this World Cup, if you said to us we just have to beat Ireland in the last match, we'd have a semi-final spot. We'd have grabbed the opportunity with both hands. So we're in a really good place as a group.
Matthew manages 14 runs against England at the Lords on Wednesday as the Windies fails to chase down the host total of 186 for 7, despite the best effort of Chanelli Henry, who managed to compile 51. Despite the lack of runs from many of their key players, Matthew remained confident that the West Indies can push for a second T20 World Cup title should they find their best form against Ireland and in the knockout phase.
Yeah, I guess the message to the team is just going to be to keep believing, keep playing some really good cricket. I think against a team like Ireland, if we are at our best or near to our best, we should be coming out on the right side of the result. I'm not saying anything bad about Ireland. But yeah, I think we're pretty confident. We obviously know that they've got some dangerous players, and in T20 cricket, it takes one or two players to take a game away from you. But at the same time, we're just going to back our best brand of cricket and go into that match fearless, knowing that it's all in our hands.
President of the Guyana Powerlifting Federation, Franklin Wilson, says all systems are in place for the annual Intermediate and Master Powerlifting Championship this Sunday at the St. Stanislaus Auditorium.
Expecting a good turnout by athletes and, of course, supporters. We had a pretty good competition for our novices and juniors in February of this year, and we're looking forward, as I said, to another competition. The registration would have been going pretty good.
Wilson added that after the championship, they will then set their sights on international competition.
Our team selected and prepared for the South American Championships. As you know, we're now a member of SUPO, not competing in the Caribbean any longer, but blocked with the South American countries. Chile will be hosting this year's championship.
He says they are looking at getting a strong team to the competition, but must get more trained judges as a prerequisite.
The International Powerlifting Federation, they have mandated that teams traveling must have accredited coaches, qualified coaches, as in the minimum of level 2. We have one such coach who is USA based, Karma Singh.
He says they have applied to have more judges qualified in Chile before the South American Championship, which will then be used to help better train athletes around the country. That wraps up tonight's sports update. Stay with us, more to come right after the break.
Looking for a way to enhance your showers? Beeson has you covered. Get durable, high-quality frameless shower doors available in a variety of colors, style, and designs. Purchase any frameless sliding door and get free delivery and installation in Georgetown and surrounding areas. We also offer after-sale services, replacement of parts, free estimates, and professional advice. So why pay more to import when you can get impeccable quality locally? So visit Beeson Windows and Doors today on Heroes Highway. Made with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
Beeson's Windows and Doors, where your style meet our innovation, offering the best prices for windows, doors, shower enclosures, and more. In high-quality aluminum and UPVC frames, reflective, tinted, and a wide range of glass types to choose from. We cater for domestic, commercial, and industrial building projects. When looking for windows, doors, and other glass products, Beeson's is your #1 choice. Visit us at Echoes just off the Heroes Highway or call us on telephone number 622-4197 or 503-9364 to place your order.
That is it for tonight's edition of the Newscast. Before we go, here's a quick recap of our top stories. Building Expo opens with spotlight on Guyana's 60-year transformation. Essequibo Coast recovers after freak storm. Residents praise swift government response. Vaping among young people could face regulation as cardiologist warns of health risks. And in sport, Maroon Warriors keep semi-final hopes alive at ICC Women's T20 World Cup. Thank you for tuning in. You can catch our rebroadcast tomorrow at 6:30. For more news and updates, you can check out our website at mtvgy.com. I'm Shamar Allen saying thank you for watching and goodbye for now.
Are you pregnant or think you may be? One of the most important steps you can take for a healthy pregnancy is to visit your nearest health center and take advantage of the free screening services available to you. Before 12 weeks of pregnancy, attend your first antenatal visit and complete the recommended screening tests. These include checks for